Hello, Bloop Bloop Bloom here, doing a Terra Invicta playthrough slash tutorial for a US start that turns into a lovely Mars Dyson sphere, generating all the science in the world, or I guess in space. Hi, I'm Bloop Bloop Bloom, been active on the Discord for a little while, got a few thousand hours of Terra Invicta under my belt, and since the game is about to exit early release, I thought it would be useful for me to show noobs and maybe some not so noobs the what I think is the proper strategy, kind of one of the best strategies certainly for Terra Invicta, which is a quick US start, trying to accelerate getting into space as fast as humanly possible. And I think that I've got a common take on it compared to some of the advice that you've seen if you've poked around a little bit, but probably a couple of takes that you may not have seen before. So let's get going. So we're going to play on brutal. We're going to hit customize campaign. I've noticed a lot of noobs do not know that this exists. You can pick whoever you want to start with. I'm going to pick two celebrities because it's just always safest to get rid of fellow citizen counselors so I don't get an advantage from the fact that I live in the US. And celebrities are just good. It's just a nice, stable start. They often generate influence of their own, so you can replace them if need be. You always want to start with high persuasion to start with. And so, yeah. So what we're going to do in this playthrough is get the US as fast as possible, springboarding off of Canada's adjacency bonus, take some microstates to get a little extra science going, and try to get into space as soon as possible and use the US to build mission control. There's a lot of advice out there I've seen that says, well, if you're going to take the US early on, you need to stabilize it with welfare or run a bunch of knowledge so you can get a whole lot of research out of it and so on. I'm not really a big fan of those strategies because I just don't think they're optimal. I mean, they'll be okay. You'll probably do fine, but I don't think that it's going to get you what you need to be really able to completely spam space, spam low Earth orbit, get a whole bunch of asteroids out at the end of 2025, beginning of 2026. So I'm going to show you what I do. And if everything goes well, we should be completely dominating Earth orbit by halfway through 2026, get a whole bunch of asteroids planted in 2025, 2026, start taking over Mars in 2027, and by 2030, we should have about 20k science ledger, which means 20k ledger science means 20k science without any diversification bonuses, and as well as having 36, 37, who knows, maybe more mines generating thousands and thousands of resources. So we'll see. So first of all, we noticed that a UFO has crashed on Earth. I'm sure that's nothing to worry about.
Greetings,
It'll be
Commander.
fine.
I am pleased.
Hi, Fiona. Nice to meet you. So, let's take a quick look. Canada. Yeah, we don't start with much influence there. Same thing with the US. That's fine. Let us look at our starters and see if we like them and see who we can recruit and talk about what we're looking for when we try to recruit. First thing is we would love a persuasion org in our starting group. We got nothing. Tiny boost to social science, although public campaign, that could be important. And really just nothing going on. We do have, we like old people. Old people are great. We got a 52-year-old who can promote persuasion twice. That is fantastic. Megastar means that they're generating a lot of influence. That's good. They can replace themselves later on. Otherwise, we got nothing going on here. No opinion leader. We would love opinion leader. We got nothing. We also got no opinion leader. In fact, rich is actually a drawback. So that's also bad for us. But we'll up persuasion. And these are really unimpressive starters, honestly. Let's see who we can recruit. No high persuasion. We got a diplomat who generates some influence. No opinion leader. And we've got a scientist. Astronomer's not bad. Kind of old. That's okay. They could promote up, but really we do not care about science right now. What we care about is getting Canada and getting the US. And nobody here is going to be helping us with that a lot. Darge here, we can promote a couple of times. I think that's what we're going to do. We have an opinion leader, professor. That's +2, but only persuasion of 5, which is also not great. All right, so what we're going to do, I think, we're going to grab Darge here, be kind of disappointed, and hope that we roll lucky. All right, so start with what we want to do is take Canada. We're going to count on getting a little lucky.
Ready for orders. Ready to go.
Love to get 3 points in Canada. Oh, we have Media Darling. I did not notice Marge had Media Darling. Okay, so silly me. Media Darling is 1 step above Opinion Leader. You get +3. Darge is actually a fantastic find, and
Standing
I apologize
by for
for
orders.
insulting him.
At your service.
So Darge is going to be really helpful for us. And
Putting our people in place.
let's see here.
Ready to go. Putting our people in place.
I think what we want to do
What's the op? Bringing them to our side.
is...
Where
there
to?
we go. All right. So we're going to... Hail Mary will get 3. Maybe we'll get 2. We have no orgs that are particularly good here. And however, on Darge, we have Control Nation. We do not have Public Campaign, which is why this, which has Public Campaign, is a fantastic org to find. So we're very happy about that. You'll find diplomats, you'll find judges, you'll find, actually not journalists, journalists have Public Campaign, but they're basically judges and diplomats. They start with Control, they do not have Public Campaign. And sometimes they have high persuasion. Well, you need a lot of Public Campaign to really rush the US. And so finding an org with Public Campaign that also gives a tiny bit of a social science bonus, that's nice. By the way, for science, we're just going to stick with audience research, get some quick influence, and then switch to one of these. All right. Let us see what happens. Do we get lucky and get at least 2 Canada points is the question. All right, we're going to deliver a manifesto so we can hire a 60 cost influence person.
They are here to cleanse our sick.
Jerks.
It has always been true.
Jerks. This is, oh yeah, more influence. I always go with more influence. Uh-oh. The agents of the resistance have identified a counselor for the servants. What, the servants are going to do things?
Our presence is growing.
All right, we've taken point in Canada. Lucky us. We will immediately switch to Unity. Every time Unity finishes, obviously our public opinion will get a little bit better, but we will also get a little bit of a free public campaign, which will make it easier to take and easier to hold.
We are taking over.
All right, that makes me very happy.
Our supporters are in place.
That makes me very, very happy. We got lucky. We not the best councils in the world, but we did get lucky and got 3 out of 3 on the points. Not going to complain about that. Nobody can take this without some sort of crazy event, so we will definitely get the 4th point, which is just very good for us. If, by the way, if we did not take Canada, if we only got like 2 points or 1 point, got shut out, we could rage quit, or we could then try to take some Mexico points so that we get some adjacency bonuses from there. Since we're going to have 4 points in Canada, I'm not going to bother with Mexico. I'm just going to take Canada and then start pumping public campaigns in the US. So, 1 week has gone by. We got quite lucky there. And, of course, our orgs are lame. And now we have to recruit number 4. So there are a couple of different things. It's basically 2 different strategies here. And the strategy you pick is going to depend on who's available. So the counselors refresh, I think, on the 2nd of each month or halfway through the 1st of each month. So this is what we're going to have for the next 3 weeks. We can go with somebody who's high persuasion and just use 4 people to hammer the US, get public opinion up, and then start taking the points. Or we can take somebody with middling persuasion and they can grab microstates, which we'll talk about in a second, while the other three work really hard to take the US. And I think that that's what we're going to do here. We're going to take somebody like probably Ravindra here. 6 persuasion is solid. They're old, so we can promote their astronominess quickly. Astronomer is maybe not as good as social science, but it's good. There's a lot of space science stuff that we're going to be doing early on. This person is an opinion leader. They could help us, but admin 1, they don't even have an actual science specialty. They're not a physicist or a social scientist or anything. Yeah, not impressive. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab Ravindra here. Ravindra cannot quite promote to senior astronomer, but that's fine. And this is actually really nice because what we can do is start taking microstates with Ravindra and go after the US with everyone else. Now, what is a microstate? Microstate is a 1 CP, really tiny population for 1 CP country that, well, the best of them give a lot of science for very little CP cap. So here, San Tome is actually the best microstate, 14.2 science a month, only 0.48 against our CP cap, which is fantastic. We want this. In fact, we're going to get 7 or 8 of these, and across 7 or 8 of these, we're going to generate about 100 research or so.
Establishing control.
For like a total of like 7 CP.
Your orders?
So we've got 178 CP to spend. We can go above this, obviously, by a little bit at least. Only 7 is going to give us 100 research, which is fantastic. So Ravindra
Ready for my mission.
is going to be on microstate duty,
Reporting
and
in.
everybody else is going to be on
Making our case.
Acknowledged.
campaign duty.
I will tell our story. Your
That
orders?
Australian accent is really annoying.
I will tell our story.
And we are definitely getting rid of this unity stuff. And going... Oh, I almost forgot.
Acknowledged.
Usually I only get 3 of these points. We actually get 4 of these points.
At your
So
service.
let us...
Ready to go.
grab that 4th
Reporting in.
point. I forgot how lucky we were here.
We'll be running this place in no time.
Alright, the good news is we have 1 humanity, and everybody is going to set aside their differences and work together. Isn't that fantastic? I thought so too.
We have moved the needle.
Public
We're gonna
opinion is moving in
go-
our direction.
We're going to be doing this on the US until we get around 55% or so, probably, and then we'll start taking the US points, probably mid to late November,
We have gained significant support.
right? Beautiful Sao Tome. I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right at all. Do 1 point unity, 3 point of welfare. It does not matter a whole lot what your investment here is. The most important thing is you're getting some quick science. Only 0.97 investment points a month, and so you're just not getting much out of it. We don't care about that.
We are taking over.
And we are very happy. Now notice we are running spoils in Canada. There are people who say don't do that because they want to hold on to Canada. Canada costs us about 47 CP to hold, and it's a ratio there, 24.4 research a month for about 12 CP. I mean, it's okay. It's nothing to write home about. We are going to abandon Canada as soon as we need to be able to fully hold the US. And so that means we don't care about Canada. So we're going to take money from the Canadians. We're going to take all their poutine, we're going to sell it, and we're going to make a huge amount of money, and we're going to be able to use that to buy orcs. All right, it's the 15th, which means our marketplace is updated. See if there's any persuasion orgs around. There are not. There's one that costs influence, which we don't have a lot. All right, we have this. That's not bad. 1 persuasion, a little bit of social science, 1 gear. We'll definitely buy that when it's available. We are not going to ever run environment unless we just do so for fun at the end of the game. Yeah. We're not going to have 117 influence floating. All right, so we got energy independence coming up. Oh, and a boost org. A tiny bit of boost. We're probably not going to buy it. We could, but we're probably not going to.
Ready.
All right. So, let us continue.
I will tell our story.
Again,
Standing by.
the idea is
Ready for
3
orders.
public campaigns
I will try to
and
sway the public.
1
Ready for orders.
microstater. So next up on the list is the Micronesian states. We will even spend it. Sure.
Putting our people in place.
Oh man, that is
Public
servant
opinion is
territory.
moving in our
All right,
direction.
that's good.
Public opinion
That's
is moving in our direction.
fantastic. All right, I
moved
like
the
going 3
needle.
for 3.
We are taking over.
Micronesia. We'll do a little econ, we'll do a little unity, do a little welfare, and we'll do more unity because there's a lot of servants in there. Yeah, this is fine. Yeah, not something you want to overthink. The main thing is you're getting a hint of free science, or a hint of science for practically a free country in terms of CP. So we're generating some research, and then we're probably these probably going to finish, so we're going to have to kind of take the next one.
Ready to go.
All right. So notice we've got 6% success for taking the U.S. That is not nearly enough. Oh, let's see. We might be
We
able to promote
must
somebody
persuade
now.
the people.
Ready.
Let's see here. Nope, no promotion. Yes, promotion. No promotion. I'm not spending influence right now. I don't got room for that. And not quite 40 XP. Okay. So, Douglas, I think. Yeah. Actually, yeah, it's not Douglas. The person that's going to
Making
be
our case.
starting us off,
Ready for my mission.
Darge, is the one who is going to
We must persuade the people.
start taking the U.S. He has a
Standing
slightly,
by for orders.
yeah, he's got a tiny advantage compared to the other ones. And Ravindra continues on microstate duty.
Bringing them to our side.
All right, now that that's done, I think we need this to finish, because this is how clandestine cells opens up. Clandestine cells gives us the ability to hire a 5th counselor. We're probably not going to win it, but we need it to get done. And so we'll see what opens up in Mission to Space, but I think at this point we are just going to help these people finish this tech.
The Sirat al-Baqarah teaches
Alright,
that in the
Altas Habs
creation
is
of heaven
nice to finish. I mean, we're hardly generating any science. We could try to take that over. Yeah, let's have We Are Not Alone finish.
Public sentiment is increasingly with
That's
us.
good.
The people will
That's
come to our
good.
side.
Oh,
Public
all right,
sentiment is
we're
increasingly
definitely
with
getting lucky
us.
in our roles. I ain't gonna complain.
Our supporters are in place.
Polynesian States finishes. And we will, I think we'll do this. Crank Unity. Chase out the servants. Alright. It's November 1st, which means we'll have some new counselors coming online soon. Good question of whether to spend. We will save influence by taking this, but 117 is a lot. 117 is
Your
a
orders?
lot. On
Ready.
the other hand, with Media Darling here, think we go for it. So I think what we do. All right. I think what we do is throw that on. Decide that they're not going to be public campaigning right now. Throw that on. Everyone else, oh, they don't have public campaign. Sure, we'll give them public campaign.
Where do you need me?
And we start trying to take the US.
I will try
So
to
notice,
sway the public.
you know,
Ready for my mission.
this is around what we won, 50%.
Where to?
Darge here gets a +3 bonus. We gave him +3 perception, and so 36% is very solid. We burned off 117 influence, so we don't exactly have a lot that we can spend here. But we're spending a lot less because our effective persuasion is 14, as opposed to, if you count Media Darling in, as opposed to 11. So I think overall we'll make a
Taking
profitable
control.
run. We'll keep
Where do you
on
need me?
campaigning.
Where do you need me?
That is a
We'll make
Australian
our appeal.
accent. That is for
Standing
sure.
by.
And the next microstate we will take is Belize.
We will bring this nation to our side.
Now
We are winning their
sometimes
hearts
you're
and
simply
minds.
not going to get you'll usually get like one persuasion org early on, but you're not going to get what I got. And sometimes you're not going to get 4 Canada. You'll get 2 or 3, in which case you'll have to go to Mexico. So I think that overall,
The people
this
will come
is,
to
and
our
I've
side.
succeeded in all of my public campaigns so far. I am rolling above average. I don't have above average counselors. It's not surprising that across 3 of them, one of them had opinion leader, media darling. I've not found any really good social scientists. I did not find Sean Dios. I haven't found any admin orgs. So org-wise, not doing bad. I'm not doing great. Counselor-wise, these are not exactly superstars, but I am rolling well, and that's going to save me a couple of weeks in terms of consolidating the U.S. It's not going to matter a whole lot long term, but it's nice. But if you're not this lucky when you're playing, you don't worry about it. All right, so there are 4 choices here. 3 are half decent and 1 is bad. We do not care about military build army. We are just not going to be doing that. Boost, we are going to need more boost. As I said, we want to get eventually to 20 monthly boost. I'm probably going to run some boost in the US early on. Might be their best choice, but I'm never going to be founding a space program with my current plans. You always need econ eventually later on, especially in China if you decide to make it a little bit bigger, but not something that you're going to be running early. Finally, I'm not going to be running knowledge hardly at all, if at all. Welfare bonuses do not come easy. I'm going to be running a little bit of welfare to counter spoils in the US, so it's boost, or I'm going to take this
We've
one.
got our people in
You
place.
probably couldn't go wrong with 5% boost, but there's a lot of boosts, so to speak, that you're going to get from techs. 5% is just a drop in the bucket compared to those. All right, Belize. Belize got some serious problems. It's got issues here with subversion, and what we're just going to do, we'll do welfare and unity. You could probably almost argue just trying to... oppression does not work really well in full democracies. This is not going to give us a lot of science indefinitely because it's got some stabilization problems, but for now, it's giving us what we need.
We've gained significant support.
And we take first point of the US. So we'll take it, we'll put it in unity to make sure that it stays stable. We'll keep going. There seem to be aliens. I'm sure it's nothing. Notice running spoils has given us a decent chunk of money, and we've already spent 400. It's really nice when you get all 4 of these. This doesn't happen that often. Usually somebody squeezes in there. The fact that we're able to run all of them is just really
Standing by.
nice. All right, so we could just swarm the U.S. But actually, it's going to be tough. Like, I spent all that influence. If I spend 32 here, then I'm not spending anything else anywhere else. So we're going to continue to public campaign.
We'll make our appeal.
What's the up? We must persuade the people.
Where do you need me?
Just continue to grab that.
Bringing them on board.
And my
Your orders?
next microstate, I think, is the Seychelles. Pretty solid, 10.5 for 0.98.
Bringing them on board.
Every circumstance is an
Alright, I
opportunity.
hate these guys.
The dreamer in me wants to
Alright,
believe it
that
would bring a
finally
golden
finished.
age of advanced.
So, Clandestine Cells is going to pop soon, and that's going to be awesome. Until it does, we would like to be the winner in the Advanced Chemical Rocketry. I mean, this is a good tech. Also, I think by winning it, we're pretty much guaranteed to get high-speed probes. So, we'll put this into this and, you know, start Clandestine Cells when it opens up. But we want to make sure we win.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
That is
Our case
still an
remains
accent.
unheard.
Our first failure. You are overdue.
We are taking over.
Oh, and we critically succeeded on that. Very nice. You gotta love media, darling. Oh, sorry. That wasn't media, darling. That was winning. That was winning the Seychelles. I mean, obviously that's really important, winning the Seychelles. I mean, you know, what are you gonna do if you don't do that? Now, notice, pretty wealthy. So, we'll do unity. We'll do funding. Why not?
Our supporters are in
Alright.
place.
It's nice. Keep on pumping unity for now. Keep that level. Alright, so usually I'm not taking US points until right around now, and we've already got 2. So this is very nice. Let's see what the orgs we've got. Oh, the orgs suck. Oh, Ryan and Company is fantastic, actually, but we can't afford it yet. But this 6 admin plus some persuasion plus a little bit of social science for just 1.3k, this is fantastic. So we should be very happy about this. This would allow us to do hostile takeover without somebody with hostile takeover on them, but we still would need a lot of admin. It's only 50 a month. We're not going to buy that, but we are going to save up to buy Ryan. Because that is
Standing
awesome.
by for orders.
All right, let's see. Anybody need to promote? No. Oh, just a promotion here. Senior astronomer. Not that we're doing space stuff yet, but when we do, we'll get a 25% bump. All right. Because we did not finish We Are Not Alone, Clandestine Cells did not immediately pop. If we had finished it, it would have been almost immediately available. We just have to be patient, but that's fine. It's not like we can do a whole lot of sciencing until we get a little bit more of the US anyway.
Acknowledged.
So let us continue to US.
We'll bring this nation to our side.
We
At your
will
service.
continue. Did I get Cabo Verde yet? No. Definitely gotta take that.
Taking
Continue
control.
to microstate,
here.
and that's not a lot of influence, and we want influence to be able to swap out folks and of course buy our 5th counselor, so we could go for it. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's rush it.
Putting our
Why
people in
not?
place.
Reporting in.
Let's just try to take all the
We'll be
things.
running this place in no time.
Now, you can trap yourself here. You have to be careful, because if you take the 6th US point, even after you abandon Canada, unless you're carrying around a bunch of just CP tanks that just are filled with admin and command and persuasion, you will be over your cap. And you don't want to end up in a spot where you have the US, that's great, but to hold all 6 points, now you're hardly generating any influence every month, and you need to hire new counselors. And, you know, you don't want to be able to be locked out of hiring your 5th counselor because you don't have any influence, so because you took that 6th US point. So we have to be careful here. We need to make sure that we hold on to enough influence to be able to hire our next guy. We also want influence to do some quick wars with the US, and that's going to cost influence, so we got to be a little bit careful. That's why here
Laying
I'm
the
only
groundwork.
spending 8 instead of 16 to grab these. And, you know, you could even argue... Oh, That's... they're taking the wrong thing. Oh well. Oops. I don't even know where they are.
We still lack support.
Well, I clicked on Haiti by mistake, but I rolled a 99%, so, it's fine.
Our presence is growing.
Interesting, not sure how that happened. Alright, so Cabo Verde. I'll do that.
We've got our people in place.
Alright, that's fantastic.
We still lack support.
Oh well, what are you gonna do? Alright, India's gonna get visited by the aliens. Right, we're not quite ready for
Ready
Ryan,
for my mission.
but we're getting there. Right. Nothing good yet. Okay.
Reporting in. Standing by.
So, I think what we're going to do here, so each of these requires 34, so that would be 68. If we get both of them, then we're going to be way over and we'll have to jettison Canada. What we
Establishing
might wanna
control.
do,
Acknowledged.
At your service.
and cells hasn't even opened up yet. Interesting. Well, question is whether we just wait a little bit on taking full US. By the way, let's take a look at our folks and see if there's anybody we are going to want to grab once we can. Daniel is a computer scientist, politician, not the worst, but not the best. Sean Diaz still refuses to show up. Got a young opinion leader guy here. This is the kind of guy I'm talking about being like a CP, a bag of CPs. 4 admin, 8 command, 6 persuasion. That's just kind of nice. Probably a XP and enough XP for maybe for 1 CP. It's not bad either. No superstars, but just wanted to see who we're going to be able to, who we might be hiring. All right, so I think
Taking control.
let's just.
I'm here.
One of those might get through.
Taking
Maybe all
control.
of them might get through. Who knows?
Where to?
Please. Ink. Let's see here. What do we have? What do we have? We got Cabo, Seychelles, Belize, Polynesia, Micronesia. Let's take Timor.
Establishing our presence.
Alright. So we'll see what we end up grabbing. We can win all of these, then that's going to be a strain. That's unlikely to happen.
Acknowledged.
I don't want it to happen.
I will try to sway the public. Our case remains unheard.
Alright, another failure, not a big deal. Ah, there we go. Clandestine cells. We'll keep an eye on rocketry, but we are going, yep, that's about right. Keep an eye on rocketry, but we really want to
The
rush
trick is not to look
cells.
directly at what
Alright,
you're...
that's fine for them.
Our supporters are in place.
Another microstate. And this will do econ and unity.
We're taking over.
Alright. Doing pretty good here. I'm gonna run a little bit of welfare.
We failed to take control.
Yeah, well, it's fine. So we're a little bit over, but not much. We'll try to take it probably next turn. And the beautiful thing is we're about to get Ryan and company. Good old Ryan. Yep, that's just sweet. Alright, so think we'll put Ryan on our Darge.
What's the op?
Now, these 2 points are going to cost 68. We drop Canada, we're going to get about 48 back, about 47. So it'll be about 21 over cap. 21 over cap is doable. We can do that. It's not a big deal. So,
We'll be running this place in no time.
Ready for orders.
I'm going to hold on to Darge, I think. So,
I'll ensure their loyalty.
I'll explain what I'm doing there
I'm
in a
here.
second.
Establishing our presence.
And should we get one more? I mean, we're straining with CP. Should we get one more little guy? Yeah.
We will bring this nation to our
Can't
side.
resist. Can't resist. Okay.
I couldn't get through to them.
Alright, we could not inspire Dorge. That's a shame. I don't know what Dorge's problem is. Oh, that's fine. It'll hurt our bonus a little bit, but not much.
We have gained significant support.
We took Comoros. A lot of initiative there, so we'll pile those in. Actually, welfare. We need more welfare. Alright.
Our supporters are in place.
Okay. And once we get number 5, that army is going to have to come back to us.
Our supporters are in place.
Alright. We have all 6. We're going to help these guys form a space program. Abandon them. I'm sure they'll do fine without us. We're 21 over cap, which means our influence is down. And obviously this is going to make the defending our control points a little bit tougher, but we don't care. Nobody could break into the US, not even at +7. And if we lose one of the little microstates, who cares? We just get another one or whatnot. What's important is we're generating a huge amount of science, and as soon as we get cohesion of 5, we're going to generate even more. And we'll be finishing clandestine cells soon. A little bit earlier than I normally would. So we got lucky with 4 Canadas. Usually when I'm playing this, clandestine cells is wrapping up around the 25th of December, getting the full US probably around the same time. We're ahead of schedule by a couple of weeks, which I'm not going to complain about it. Obviously, if you're not playing this on brutal, then this is you probably would expect to be something around here because all your rolls going to be 2 easier. Alright, so we've got new folks. Let's just take a look to see who decided to show up. Definitely, we're going to want investigating. Ooh. Oh, man. Oh, that is ridiculous. Okay, well, we found our new best friend. Izza is going to be definitely joining the team. But for now, well, she might join the team now. Let's see. So here's the thing. We got 4 very helpful folks here. But, let's see, I'm not even sure what we're going to do with this person. We have 4 very helpful folks here. But we do not need 4 high persuasion folks, or in this case 3 high persuasion folks, through the rest of the game. We need 1 high persuasion person, and later on if we get another one, that's fine. I mean, it's not going to hurt, but we have certain roles that we need to fill, and they are not currently being filled. Early on, the only role we cared about was high persuasion, so we can get the US as soon as possible. Great, we've done that. Here's what we need. We want ideally a social scientist, which we don't have. That's not a big deal. We do have a decent scientist in our astronomer here, good old Ravindra, so that's kind of nice. You know, that's going to give us a nice bonus for a lot of the text that we're going to be studying. But we've got 3 persuaders here, and we don't need all 3 of them. Now, unfortunately, the person with media darling, which actually is not so important for us anymore, is the one that has the highest persuasion. But we don't really need Darge anymore, so I think we're going to end up moving these off of him onto one of our other folks, because the next step, now that we've taken Canada, abandoned it, and now that we've taken the US, is we're going to pick up China. Now it's going to take a little while, it's going to take a little work, we're probably going to grab some stuff around it. We might grab Thailand eventually, we might grab Japan eventually, South Korea, and so on, but initially we're just going to be hammering China. China obviously does not have a high government score, media darling is not going to.
Where to?
So, Kumid does not have any bonuses or penalties in China, just a base perception of
Where
10,
do you need me?
persuasion of 10. Douglas is rich, he actually has a penalty in China, that's not good.
Reporting in.
Darge does not have public campaign, but we can actually add that. Persuasion of 12, that's only because he's got 4 persuasion from org, so he's not going to help. So of the 3 that we have right now,
Ready
it
for
looks
orders.
like Kumud is our candidate for... Now, Kumud can't run. Luckily, she's got high security. She can't run. She's untouchable and beloved. She's probably immune to assassinations. It's a little annoying that she can't cheese it if she's getting investigated, but as we'll see, we're not going to be worried too much about that. So Kumud is going to be our long-term, unless we find somebody better, our long-term persuasion monkey. And that means we can fire Douglas and Darge as soon as we find somebody that's better than them. So Darge does have an advantage, decent, admin, so 4, 3 command, 8 persuasion, so that's, and of course they get 1 promotion, so that's 8, 9, 10, 11, 15 towards our cap. Douglas is only 13 towards our cap. So Douglas is kind of pointless right now. So we are probably going to fire Douglas first, but before we do that, we have something to think about, and that is that Kumid here, one of the things you can do with obviously high persuasion counselors is you can inspire, raise their loyalty. We don't know what Kumid's loyalty is. It's 10-ish. One thing that I like to do before I fire all my persuasion folks is to inspire my persuasion monkey to 15 loyalty or higher, because they can inspire themselves. So before I fire Douglas,
Standing by.
I'm probably going to inspire Kumid a couple of times.
I'll speak with them.
Just to get their
Ready.
loyalty above what I hope is 15. So Darge is going to finally go investigate some aliens.
Headed there now. I'm
Ravindra
here.
it could investigate some aliens, but I think we'll try to get maybe 1 more microstate. Is there anything really good at this point? We're already a little bit over. Not the worst. I already got that. I think we might be done with the microstates. Yeah, we got 8. That's probably enough. Alright, so Ravindra here. Oh, well, that brings us to the one other thing. Now that we've got the United States, what we want to do, besides bring this guy back, I always forget to do that, go home, screw South Korea, we want to do some wars. So I think we've got enough influence, kind of, so what we're going to do is we're going to end up declaring
On my way to
war
the capital.
on
Reporting
Cuba.
in.
And we're also going to decide we don't like Haiti. So manage relations, just so we can bounce around there a little bit. So we are going, one of the key things that I do that not a lot of folks do, I mean some people do, some people don't, is manage early US by doing wars. wars as opposed to pumping welfare. That way we can use our IPs for something else. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to declare war on Cuba to get our cohesion up. Humid, why don't you inspire Ravindra?
I'll speak
Since
with
we're
them.
holding on to them for a while. Okay, so we've got a couple of inspires going.
I believe they'll
Definitely
stay
going
loyal
to
to
try
the
to
cause.
hire that one spy.
I believe they'll stay loyal
or
to the
inspector.
cause.
Oh, and what are we doing here? Not this. We are going to do some early boost. So you're always going to need boost. We do not need any unity at all. We're going to do a little bit of welfare just because we want to keep this low. And we'll run all spoils too. So this is going to keep us even inequality wise. We're going to maybe do boost for a couple of months just to get this up a little bit, and then we're going to throw most of everything into mission control.
Mission complete.
So we're going to declare war on Cuba. Oh, which means we should actually have people go to Cuba. We'll make this go fast.
We found something.
We have found something, Commander.
We found something. Aliens? That's crazy. Alright. They're taking that from me, and they're taking that. That's fantastic. Enjoy your Canadians. Enjoy your poutine. Alright, we're close to being able to get another counselor, and we do have enough influence for them. So that's awesome. In fact, we're going to get it next pip. And let's see, who can we hire? Oh, we've got a lot of good little mini things here. Little mini things that are nice. Little mission control, little gears, and so on. Yeah, jet propulsion is a little bit out of our range, but this is good. So, do that. I never did anything with Darge. I don't know what to do with you, Darge. I don't know what to do with you. Eventually you're going to be losing those orgs, though, I'll tell you that much. Maybe we should do that now. Alright. Kumid, congratulations. That means we'll give you that. And what the heck, we'll give you that too. And what the heck? Oh, well, that's a science award. Let's see, we'll give that to our scientist. Alright. So,
At your
Douglas is going to inspire Kamud.
I'll make sure they're on our
Kamud
side.
will inspire
Where to?
Ravindra.
I'll make sure they're on our side.
Georgie
Ready
here
for my mission.
will... I don't know what. Oh, US is not stable yet.
Restoring order.
And Ravindra.
Ready.
I don't want you to waste your time doing that. Eventually, we might do something like take Mongolia or whatnot. Let's go
I will
there.
tell our story.
Our only hope is to
Losers.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Alrighty, and now we can get another counselor.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Okay, that's good.
Things are cooling off.
That's good. Yeah.
Public sentiment
waste
is
anything.
increasingly with us.
Alrighty.
Commander, we appear to have...
Okay. Alright. Let's grind through chemical rocketry and then get some orgs going. And again, a couple of weeks ahead of the curve. Yep. Ugh, stole my Micronesians. Alright, that is annoying. So Wave of Fear is why you want to always, if you're trying to dance around Cohesion 5, you want to stay above Cohesion 5, so you go up instead of down when Wave of Fear hits. So this is annoying because we just declared war on Cuba, up our cohesion by 1, and it just dropped by 1. So we need to get some quick wars going so that we can get our cohesion above 5. So as soon as that takes care of, we'll probably hit Venezuela, or we'll hit Haiti if cooldown's fast enough, or we'll hit somebody else, but it is what it is. Alright, so now we get another counselor. Who are we going to recruit? I think we are very excited about Izza. Why do we want Izza? Striver, I mean, duh. But Investigation 10 is going to help us suss out who we are going to turn, and of course current loyalties. And it's kind of rare to get a spy or investigator with an admin of 4 or higher. So they have this because of demanding, which is +2 admin, +1 command. We're just going to have to keep an eye on their loyalty and make sure that it gets pumped up, and we keep pumping it up. But Striver plus an admin of 4 plus the investigation of 10 is just really awesome. Now, they are not a lot of CP. They're just 4 + 1 + 2, so it's only 7. But hey, that's fine. That's fine because they are serving an awesome, awesome purpose. So we won't replace Douglas yet. We'll have Douglas still be a Inspire Monkey for a little bit.
I'll ensure their loyalty.
So in fact, I'm going to see
Where do you
how
need me?
Kamud is
At your
doing
service.
right now.
Standing
It's
by.
not like we can do a lot of hostile takeovers. We'll actually inspire our loyalty for Chunk
I'll
here.
ensure their loyalty.
Now, the reason I'm doing the
Ready for orders.
loyalty inspires is because there are, obviously you don't want people to get turned, but also there are events that can happen to your counselors that kind of spin you if it turns out that their loyalty is 15 or less, I think. I'm not sure if you need to be 14 or higher than 15 or 15 or higher, but the point is, it's generally speaking, you want to make sure your loyalty is 15 plus so that those events don't hurt you. Hopefully 15 isn't the cut point. In any case, early on, we're going to do some inspires to try to get those above that list, because we don't have enough persuasion yet to try to improve China public opinion. Dorge here does not have inspire, tragically. We could help a little bit here. Let's help the Belizeans. Yeah,
We'll make things safe.
Where do you
our
need me?
scientist here. Let's keep up.
I will try to sway the public.
Eventually, once we get our admin up and our science up, we'll use our scientists probably
I believe
to
they'll stay loyal to the cause.
advise to increase our science and IP production, but right now it's not quite worth it.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
That is such an Australian accent. Alright, well, we're losing deep space propulsion. I'm not exactly broken up about that. Be nice to control more of the tech tree, though. We might.
I have
a little bit
new
there. Alright,
information.
Kamut is at 14, which is great. Just one more mission, and they're going to be happy.
Things
Then
are
Then we
stabilizing.
can chuck Douglas out the window.
We have moved the needle.
Alright, we're coming up on the end of the year. Unless we're still 12 over our CP cap, which is fine. Probably going to be running some spoils in the US. That's not enough cash. Alright. So, let's do a little recap. We've got the United States. We've got 7 tasty microstates, giving us around 80 or so research on top of the research of 714 from the US. US has got some cohesion problems where we're going to take over Cuba and then some other folks to get this above 5. We're going to inspire a little bit here to make sure we don't have loyalty problems while we wait for other things to be able to happen. But Izza's going to start investigating some folks so we can maybe see who to trade with, eventually see who to steal from, and make sure we don't have any traitors in our midst or budding traitors in our midst. And we are going to try to get rid of Douglas and Dorji here and find some folks that might give us Well, we need a high admin for some hostile takeovers, and it'd be great to get like a social scientist. So, on that note, we will wrap things up at a perfect save point, and I will see you next time.